Hello. Of course, you know me as Janae Reese. I have been struggling with anger, but it hasn't been so severe as much as it is back then. It's gotten better now. Well, today I had a verbal argument with one of my loved ones. And it worked out fine. I prayed for them. I asked the Lord to help me. Well, not that part. I prayed for them. I walked away. And we ended up coming back to apologize to each other. And, we were cool, solid again. Siblings once again. But that's a thing that I need to talk to you about when it comes to anger. Since I had that verbal argument today, I had to realize something very, very important. When it comes to anger, you have to learn when to simply let go. Anger is a very, very strong, dangerous, fleshly temptation. Anger is also a sin, but it also varies on what you are angry for. You can be angry for the world's sins, sinful activities of indulging the flesh. That is all right to be angry about. But don't be pure hatred at the person. Instead, let it be pure hatred for sin, because Jesus' pure hatred is for sin. Is angry. He is angry at sin. Therefore, angry at all of us. But our job is to be angry at the sin, but not pure hatred for the person. But I'm getting off topic about anger. Anger can also be physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Whenever I feel like I'm going to get angry, I'm going to tell you guys from my example on how you can follow this example every time when you're angry. When I tend to feel like I'm getting angry at the wrong things, I walk away. I say, God bless, I love you, good night, or good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I love you, God bless. And I walk away and I pray. When I feel like I'm getting angry, I read my word. I read a verse that talks about anger. Or shoot, just read the first page you open in the Bible. Or maybe think about a verse that's in your head. Think about righteous, positive, holy things instead of getting angry. Do something that's holy, righteous, and positive instead of getting angry. Walk away. Pray for them and pray for yourself. Say you love them. Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is, and simply walk away. Anger is also about forgiveness, whatever that person said or done to you. God says that only a fool is quick to anger. And God says to let nothing but joy, peace, love, kindness, and everything else as well be out of our mouths. No anger, no hatred, no vulgar language, no cussing, no fighting, no any of those things that promotes anger or hatred or just nasty words in general. This is my camera that I'm using for light. That's why I say when it comes to anger, to simply have, 1 second, I'm having to figure out, we're going to do 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Back in the absence. That's why it says it comes with peace. When you are full of pure hatred and anger, you cause yourself to lash out, to say things that you never meant to say, and that can really hurt someone's feelings. We tend to do that. Well, they tend to do that a lot of the times when it comes to sibling rivalry. But we apologize, we hug it out, we love, and we forgive. Another thing when it comes to anger, you can lash out on yourself, lash out on others, end up breaking a relationship that has been going on for years, or never even starting the relationship to begin with. Whether it's a friendly relationship, a husband and wife situation, anything, or just sibling love or family love in general. It can break relationships. It also can cause you to fight and become very, very aggressive. It can also cause you to the point with just a little bit of conflict or a little bit of problems in your head or a little bit of mental issues to become to the point that you have anger and hatred for dang near anything that causes you a disturbance. God says to carry the burden and comforts of others. Comfort them in their time of grief. That also goes for anger. Because if that anger is not controlled and you do not pray and ask God to take that anger from you, it will become so strong and feed into your flesh that when you consume it, it becomes powerful, and eventually people will not be able to be around you because of what you might say or do. That's why it is very important to control your anger, because it can also cause you to drive away from God, because you're so angry at just the littlest things to the point you might one day get angry at God and lash out. You might get angry, and that's not okay to get angry at God. There have been too many times that all of us in this world has been angry. Angry with God, angry at ourselves, angry with each other. I've never been angry at God. I pray I haven't. But if you have, just repent and mean it with all your heart, and the Lord still forgives you. Just be careful what you say and what you do when you're angry. Walk away. Pray and ask God to take that spirit of anger off of you and ask Him to deliver that from you. And also pray for others who have anger issues, because it can drive you away from God. It can drive you away from having a relationship with Him, because you're so distracted with everything else that you are so angry about, because your mind and your troubles and your issues and your conscience is starting to disturb you to the point you are distracted and you cannot focus on the important things in front of you. That's why you have to be careful of who you let around. That's why I say, I pray that you guys have a wonderful, blessed holiday. And to remember to never be angry, to ask the Lord to deliver you from anger and save you from these wicked times. God bless, and keep your anger within.